Well, here we are again with that box pleated kilt. Invited the customer to come by for a trial fitting, a first fitting, and that's part of the reason for the interval between this and the previous videos, because it had to fit in with his schedule. But he came by, we tried it on to him, just because, again, I'm hoping, by having that trial fitting, I'm taking some of the guesswork, the professional guesswork out of it. So by putting it on him, I can see exactly where that inner apron strap must be located. And also, by the gravity is helping me, showing how the pleats are falling. So it all looks pretty good. And I was also able to strike the outline of the front apron while he was wearing it, because, you know, if you do it on the patient, on the client, you know you're getting it right first time. And quite frankly, more often than not, in the vast majority of the cases, the client appreciates the attention to detail. He enjoys the trip, the voyage that he's going on with his creation, his participation in the creation of something which is, after all, an exponent of his personal style, particularly in this tartan, which he has designed himself and with which I'm increasingly in love. This is wonderful. So having done that, having done all of that, I then bade him face away from me, and then I got back about, I don't know, a couple of meters or so, and I could see that it was only at that point that I could see, using the horizontal lines, the yellow lines running across his back, across the fell portion, that I could see that his left hip was ever so much higher than his right hip. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the strap and the apron, we're going to offset them to accommodate for that, because, as I've mentioned before, if we can shorten or lengthen a kilt by moving the strap and buckle relative to the bottom of the kilt. So if we drop a strap and buckle, it has the effect of raising the hem. If we raise the strap and buckle, it has the effect of dropping the hem. So usually, right, in the vast majority of the cases, oh, and yeah, sorry, forget it. Please forgive the sound of the dryer going in the background there. It's been slashing down rain for a few days, and we have very little dry outdoor clothing at this point. So I strike that usual 2.5, and I judge that it has to come down, say 5/8 to 3/4. I'm going to go for 3/4. So I'm doing a second line. That's the new center of the strap. I'm going to lay my gauge, my strap on top of that, and draw the outlines. So there we are. So that total length now, and I'm going to make a note of that. That total length is now 3 1/4 from the top edge, rather than the 2.5. So there we go. I'm going to make a note of that. 3 1/4. So now I'm going to sew in that strap in the usual fashion. I'm going to baste and then shape, well, sorry, wrong, shape and then baste and then sew the outer apron. I'm going to put the top band on, and then I think by end of day, because I have a couple other things to do today, by end of day I'll be able to press this so that bright and early tomorrow morning I can finish the kilt off, I can get the lining in, and then I can start to work on his dress shoulder plate. Because inspired by his box pleated kilt, I think I'm not going to say it's going to be the first ever box pleated shoulder blade, but it certainly will be the first box pleated shoulder blade in my lifetime's experience. So there we go. I'm going to get on with that. I guess I should also probably do a vid on how to make your own straps. I mean, you can buy them at a reasonable price, but why not learn how to do them from scratch? Yeah, but that'll be the subject of another video. Okay, I'm going to shut you off. I'm going to get back to work, and I'll check in with you later.